All right, so you have pictures there which give a nice visual of cubing something. You all know what a cube is. Can you close that Chromebook for me? So when you do 1 cube, and yes, you can type that in the calculator, but I want you to understand what it means. It's, thank you, 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. So 1 is a perfect cube. 1 is a perfect anything really, because 1 times 1 times 1 as many times as you want is going to be 1. But it doesn't really help us because it's just 1. This one I've talked to you about a good deal. 2 cubed is not 6. All right, so what does 2 cubed give us? 2 times 2 times 2. 8. Good. And if you don't know that, you can type in a calculator. I'm just trying to get you to understand what's actually going on. 3 cubed. 3 times 3 times 3. It would look like a Rubik's Cube. It is 27. 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 again is 27. Can you close that Chromebook for me, please? Thank you. 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4. Hello. Which is 64. It's 16 times 4, which would be 64. Now we're getting into the point where I wouldn't really expect you to know them. You'd use a calculator. 5 cubed. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. And 6 cubed is 216. Now, I have them backwards down here. A cube root looks exactly like a square root, but there's that little 3 out front, cube root. And these are going to go in order. The cube root of 0 is 0. Cube root of 1 is 1. This is 2, 3. So it is just counting. And we won't be able to see this on the video, but I'm going to write the list of these perfect cubes on the board so that we have them off to the side. And doing these problems is the exact same process as the square roots, but you have a different list. Otherwise, it is the exact same. So you can't see it on the video, but I wrote that list on the board. That's the list we're looking at, okay? Same process as before. Go ahead and flip over. Draw yourself 2 little houses. Now here's the thing, and you can't be lazy. Don't write square roots. They need to be cube roots. So, hey, Miss Cole, do I have to put that 3 on the outside of every one of them? Yeah, because otherwise you've changed it. It's not a cube root anymore. You've changed it to a square root. So you have to put that 3 on them. You're allowed to be annoyed, but you still have to write it. So maybe we can do this one without a calculator. We'll see how it goes. I can type it in if we need to. You need 2 numbers that multiply to be 40 and use brain, then speak. One of the numbers needs to be from that list. 8. Thank you so much for not saying 4. Do you see how 4 is not on the list? 20 is also not on the list. All right, 8 times what gives you 40?
5.
Good job. Now you're going to cross this one off because it works. The cube root of 8 is 2. And then your cube root of 5 just stays. The process is the exact same as with the square roots. You just have a different list of numbers. Okay. And let me share my screen and show you real quick a little trick. Do you remember how SQRT gives you the square root? If you type CBRT, that will give you the cube root. CBRT, CBRT. It's a nice little shortcut because otherwise, I mean, I think it's in here somewhere, but I think you have to go into functions and then like scroll all the way down. Is it down here? Yeah, there it is. You'd have to do this and then you have to put the 3 in there. So anyway, I just think CBRT is a lot easier. Do you get what I'm saying?
Cube root.
All right, you can find it in functions if you need to, but CBRT, it's just fast. All right, now this one, draw your 2 little houses. Now that's kind of a larger number, so I'll type that one in the calculator for us. All you need to do is look, and it's the exact same process as before. I know it's negative. I'm not going to type the negative though. Don't bother with that. 500 divided by X, gear table. Now the only difference is you are looking for a number on this list.
125.
Do you guys see, he said that really fast, but do you guys see 125 there? If you're in the back, it's kind of small, but, and what's next to it? 4. So we got 125 and 4. Just put the negative with the 125. The problem was negative. Don't type a negative for the table. It gets weird. Just understand that there's a negative in the problem. We're going to cross this one off because it's going to work. I'm going to throw out the question and see if anyone gets it. What's your cube root of 125? Like you can count in order there or flip your paper back over. Good. It's 5. But we're actually going to put -5. It's just because there's a negative in the problem. The negative is kind of just there. You can pretty much just do the whole problem without the negative and then put it in at the end if you want to. And then the cube root of 4 just stays. It's not hard. If you understood the square roots, it's really the exact same thing. All right, for 162, draw your two little houses. And yeah, you have to put a 3 on the outside of both of them. I'll type it in the calculator for us. Just be patient. All right, what was it? 162? 162 over X, gear table. So you were looking for a number off of that list right there. Good. Do you see the 27 right here?
Yep.
If you're in the back, it's kind of small, but what's next to it? 6. So you want 27 and 6. And you can either flip your paper back over or kind of like count. What is your cube root of 27? Good. 3, and then this one just stays. One of them works, one of them doesn't, is how it always is going to turn out. We're just practicing this a bunch more. If you guys stay quiet like this, it'll go nice and quick. All right, let's type in 432. I just need you to watch. That's all I'm asking you to do. All right.
I bet I get it.
Well, let everybody get a chance to look. All right, 432. I'm going to make the table. Be quiet. Actually, it's right there. I don't even need to. Here, I can make the table go. But do you see the 216 there?
Yeah.
And what's next to it? 2. So you're going to draw your two little houses. Yes, you have to put a 3 on the outside of both of them. It's 216 and 2.
Good old Mr. Cow gets all the answers, huh?
Good. And you're going to scratch that off. Your cube root of 216 is 6. You can either flip the paper back over and find that, or like, I mean, you'd be allowed a calculator. And then this one just stays. All right, we're just going to try a few more. Draw your two little houses. And I'll type the 54 in the calculator for us. And by the way, just so you know, on your test, the first 2 questions are the test are making the list of perfect squares and the list of perfect cubes so that you have them. So you'll be able to look back at them. Okay. What was this? 54 over X. Yes, but I'll show you. You'll be fine. All right. So you're looking for a number off of that list of cubes, and give everyone a chance to look. Do you guys see it? Do you see 27 and what's next to it? 2. Perfect, right? 27 and 2. And your cube root of 27? 3. Good. 3 cube root of 2. One of them works, one of them doesn't. How that's going to turn out. What do you notice about these two? Good. So after we do this problem's going to be the same exact answer, but negative. Good. Okay. So let me go ahead and type in the 96. All right. 96 divide by X, year table. Be quiet and give everyone a chance to look. I had to go a little farther for that one. Do you see 8 and 12? It should go without saying they can't be the decimal ones. You guys get that, right? Like they have to be whole numbers. All right, 8 and 12 is what we found on there. And then good. Cube root of 8 is 2. This one just stays. It's not hard if you listen to me. I'm always going to explain exactly what to do. And then this answer, because it's the same problem, but with a negative, it's just going to be that exact same answer, but with a negative in front of it. So just copy it over and put a negative. 5 more. You guys can stick with me. All right, let me type in, what is this one? This one's kind of bigger. Oh, geez. All right, 686 divided by X, year table. Be quiet and give everyone a chance.
Literally
343 and then 2. Good. So draw your two little houses. 343 and 2. And then what is your cube root of 343? 7. And then this one stays. Now, those last ones at the bottom there are the variables. Do you remember for the square roots, they had to divide by 2? Are you looking at me? Some of you have tuned me out. For the cube roots, they need to divide by 3. Good. So look down here. Does 10 divide by 3?
No.
No. Perfect. Okay, hold on. You're ahead of me. You've got this. All right. Draw your two little houses. The next closest number to 10 that does divide by 3 is 9. And then an x to the 1, you can put the 1 if you want. And then you divide by 3. So you don't divide by 2, you divide by 3 because it's a cube root. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. You get x to the third. And then this one just stays. Again, one of them works. Cross that one off. One of them works, one of them doesn't. So you're looking for numbers that divide by 3 now instead of 2.
You won't load.
People do that all the time. All right, now this one has a number and a variable, so we're gonna have to split it all apart. Write a little bit smaller for this one. I'm not gonna type this one in the calculator because I just believe in you. You guys have good number sense. You need to find a number from that list right there that goes into 24. Yeah, good. It would be 8 times what gives you 24? Good. Perfect. 8 times 3 is 24. Does 7 divide by 3? No. Draw two little houses. You need to fix it so it will divide by 3. You're making it so it'll work. And good, that would be 6. So x to the 6, and then a leftover one. So we're going to cross off the ones that work. Cube root of 8 is 2. And then this is the other one that works. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we'll cross that one off. And then whatever you didn't cross off stays in the little house, which is 3x. Good. 14 does not divide by 3. Now you can't go up to 15 because you only have 14. Yeah, now 13 won't work either. So you do have to do 12. So draw your two little houses. It'll be x to the 12th. And then careful, what do you think will go in the other one? Good. Why is it x squared? Went down by 2. 12 plus 2 is 14, in other words, is what we did there. You're looking for a number divisible by 3. So what is 12 divided by 3? 4. And then this one just stays.